know... Huh? Hey. Wait!
Hold on.
Naturally. That... The truth is... In other words... I... You know... So...
Got it.
Wait! Oh, goodness. But... You're... She... Now... A new power. Wait for me, Mortis. Then...
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the Gracia Forest, temperate and fertile. It was once a place of repose, where the songs of fairies echoed throughout. But as the furnace of commerce demanded fear of what lurks...
Oh.
Onward.
What now?
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Let's go. I'll always aim higher.
Okay then. Let's go.
Hey!
Yep.
Yes. You turn my...
Hang on. That sounds right. Looks like they found us.
Look. All right.
We can breathe a little easier now, I think.
Huh?
All right. How's that? Come on! All right. How's that?
We could count on you.
Let's push through! Right. How's that?
Nice. You're getting... Yep.
Come on! That was well done. Let's push through!
We may yet. Marvelous. Impressive as ever.
What?
What folly?
Our usual tactics
I'll show
should
you
work.
my power.
I'll take
Right
the
away.
charge.
Let's get it! Fools! Sorry, my mistake. I must do this. That's the last of them. The way's clear.
Not bad, if I say so
I
myself.
have retained my edge. Look alive! We are not done yet.
I continue to grow. Alright, how's that? Come on!
Great find. Keep it.
We can't avoid this Dad! Stand ready.
If you see a use for it, I say take it with you.
Can feel the power coursing through.
Looks like they found it.
Alright, how's that?
Yeah, nice work.
Come on!
Amazing.
Alright, how's that?
All right.
Let's push through! Dad!
Incredible. This power feels stronger still. Watch out.
Dad!
That was the last of them.
Alright, how's that? Let's push through!
Exemplary.
Come on! Let's push through!
All right, we did it. Hey.
What now?
We've lost them, but stay on your guard.
Oh. Nice.
Hey.
No.
What?
Damn it.
I'm going.
We need to figure out their
I'll
hidden
take the
first.
charge.
Fools!
Come forth now. Help me finish this.
But how?
Husband, they've dropped your defenses.
Okay,
I'll trust my back to you. Oh,
So, we have no
yes. All right.
In that case,
That's true.
Hey. Okay then. Right?
What's up, Del? Something on your mind?
Hmm? That's nothing. Just thinking.
Oh no. You're not still feeling unwell, are you?
It's just a twinge now, that's all. I'm sharp as ever, me.
You sure? Because I remember, once the big fever passed, you went hot and cold again a couple...
I said I'm fine, didn't I? God, but you don't worry too much. Come on, I'm starving.
Something's bothering me.
Really? He seemed pretty healthy to me.
Just a bad feeling, I suppose. It was a human that wounded him. Hard to say whether the Magla might have any nasty side effects.
You mean he may need magic healing? I don't know if we're gonna find that here on the island.
Hey, is there any way we could get Rella to take a look at him? Magla-born symptoms can take a turn for the worse incredibly fast, no matter how healthy...
Well, but don't forget that we're fighting a battle. And if you cannot distinguish...
I know you're right. But I get the feeling those two are telling themselves the same...
What if, now, what if, instead of speeding to her doorstep, we ask her saintliness to come here? It'll just take a bit of conspiring to get our story straight. I mean, I'm not normally a chap to take sides in this sort of thing, but those two hardly strike me as the evil type.
Look, Captain, I wouldn't feel right ignoring this. Will you please go to the Royal...
No problem.
I knew you'd say that.
Thanks. I remember I called you two soft once.
If that's sorted, let's...
Thank you so much for your help leading the evacuation. They tell me not everyone got a chance to thank you. So on their behalf...
Don't worry about it. Didn't want the annihilation of a whole village on my conscience is all.
Wasn't expecting you to handle the evacuation side, Del. Thought for sure you'd be the first in the fray with the human.
They healed me up. Gotta repay the favor, don't I? Wouldn't feel right otherwise.
Then for their sake, you should take care of yourself, too.
What? Who the hell? No way. Aren't you Saint Rella?
You're joking. You're not...
I called for her, and she came. You that surprised? I know people in the Crown Theocracy. My work speaks for itself these days.
It's almost time for the Saints' Day festivities in Montario. Having been invited, I was in the area. I heard about your splendid work, Fidelio and Basilio. I hardly recognized the two of you.
You remember us?
Of course. This is a bit of a reversal, though. Back then, it was you helping treat Basilio's wound. I can tell how far you've come since then.
Ugh.
But I've also heard about your own injury. Your right foot, I'm guessing. Have you felt any sudden fevers come on? Yes, that should do. I can see you had an expert looking after you already. Physically, you're as well as anyone could... Fidelio, is there something you feel lost or anxious about?
Where's that coming from?
I've talked to lots of people and observed the flow of their magic. By now, I'm certain that Magla is connected to our emotions. When I speak to someone who's feeling strong emotions, I can sense the state of their heart as if seeing it with my own eye.
Nah, I'm sound. Nothing's getting me.
I see. Then you should be fine. Just don't take life for granted, or your treatment will have been for nothing. Keep on living, all right? For now, let's see. Run to the beach and back with Basilio. If you can make it without slowing down, then clearly there's nothing wrong with your foot.
Hey, sounds like a laugh. Just like when we were kids. Step lively, Del, or I'll leave you behind.
Hey, what the hell? I said...
Thanks, Rella. When you told me about the first time you'd saved someone's life, I didn't realize you were talking about them.
You're in Luis's entourage now. Yet you needed our stories to match in front of the brothers. You're swimming in dangerous waters, aren't you? Not just that, you've got a gauntlet runner that can teleport across the land and an elder captain who wields it through magic.
Well,
I didn't realize it when I met you before, but you're already one of the top candidates. I saw the King's Rock. Are you intending to confront Luis?
Yes.
well, there you have it.
So you are committed to this path, no matter what. I knew this day might come.
Come now, do you have to be so bleak? I've already spent my fair share of time with Luis.
Don't underestimate Luis. As far as the Crown Theocracy knows, the King's magic will protect the highest candidates from any harm. And they think that guarantees their safety at the festival. But I've done my research. Some attacks the barrier can't stop. I believe the magic only prevents underhanded approaches, like ambush.
So there's a loophole.
It's not widely known, but take a duel, for instance. Both parties identify themselves, fight with consent, and the magic won't protect them, no matter their standing.
But if you just have to identify yourself and agree to fight... Oh... Was that why the battle with Gladel?
Suffice it to say, the King's Shield is not perfect, and Luis will surely exploit that. I won't try to stop you, but... be careful down the road, all right?
I'll protect Juna. I promise.
But where is this coming from?
Then please.
Ugh. You do know I'm not a child anymore.
Keep up, Del! Gotta be faster than that!
Spring-heeled bastard, you've got the height advantage.
I suppose we'll have to leave it there.
Can't deny it this time, though. You lot did fantastic.
And Lady Juna's safe too. I owe you thanks for that, if nothing else. The islanders gave us a map of the east side of the island. Their way of thanking us, I suppose. You're welcome to it, if you don't waste it.
See? Old Del's great at looking after people. He saved loads of them in the evacuations.
Oh, belt up, would you? Been meaning to ask. That's a book, yeah?
Didn't take you for a book reader. Lord Luis likes them, though. Often got his head buried in one.
By the way, doesn't Lord Luis have this same book?
How should we know? Not like we grew up round books. People barely literate nowadays, frankly.
So, what's it say? As long as we're killing time anyhow, let me see it. In this world, one can become anything they desire. Neither birth nor status decides your occupation.
Huh? Sounds grand, that. You think this place really exists?
Of course not, you muppet. Anyone is free to become anything. This is a paradise of equality and freedom, devoid of discrimination or prejudice. Pretty words, them. But if everybody's free to do what they want, they'll work out their own reasons to be prejudiced. You can call it a utopia, but I reckon people living in it might romanticize our world too. At the end of the day, dreaming of escape will only ever be a dream.
Aye. But if we really could do anything, I quite fancy opening up a little diner with you, Del.
You like singing?
We could invite Lady Juna over, host a fancy soiree of our own. Every night, just us and our best mates living it up.
You telling me you don't like the sound of that?
Get your head out of the clouds, Baz. We're long past being able to get away with it. Doesn't matter anyway.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then,
Yes, of course.
Didn't expect them to throw such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first night here in a cell.
I hear 'tis a festival in the Dragon God's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage. In place of a lighthouse, their fire is kept burning until the morning.
I say, these locals are bally well informed. They're up to their gills in practical and theoretical magna theory. Not as focused on the mechanicals as us mainlanders, but the land's far from barbaric. Ah, speaking of...
We're finally
Woo! Grand, ain't it? Dell's all better. And we've got some choice souvenirs to bring back to...
We're not out of the woods yet. Don't be...
Hey, come on, lads, loosen up!
And you? What's a sanctist fat cat like you doing getting all giddy over a pagan festival?
I have to laugh, don't I? You know, I thought the Crier's life had made me pretty knowledgeable about our world, but turns out most of what I knew was lies. Makes me think, maybe this is how my old father felt.
Crier a family trade, eh?
The Crown Theocracy does love their hereditary titles. Yeah, my old man was a serious fella. More than me, that's for sure. He called out corruption where he saw it. Made him a pariah. But there you go. Yeah, I remember he once flat out suggested igniters were more dangerous than the Crown Theocracy was letting on. And there was that riot in the slums, of course, the one started by that Parapus. The church but my old man, well, he said it wasn't a riot at all. Outright accused the Crown Theocracy of turning an innocent Parapus feral through horrific magic experiments.
What?
Who knows what really happened there? Either way, nobody took my father seriously. He was condemned as a liar. And he died young. Just the way it is, I suppose. People will always prefer their own feelings to the truth. Happiness is a luxury hard to come by otherwise. Hard to care about the world after that. I was a poor excuse for a crier, if you ask me. Yet, here I am. It's beyond weird. Somehow, you lot have managed to make the world seem interesting again. I'm genuinely grateful.
You owe us nothing. Can't afford any rumors about you being biased in our favor anyway.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, though, you need anything. For now, I'll catch a boat ride to Altabri ahead of you. Once this festival's over, it'll be farewell for the moment. So, let's make this a bash to remember.
Now, time for some fun. Bring out the treats!
And those are?
The fruit is called dragon's tears. They're quite precious. Their tree only bears once every few years.
Ah, 'tis delicious. Beyond delicious.
Wonderful. This again. Hulkenberg's tastes are a dubious metric at best.
Please, it's the rarest of harvests, and we would...
Sounds. I feel quite...
Right, right.
What's going on? But he's crying. What is this fruit?
You see, in old times, so long times ago times, people ate this to reach a higher plane of existence.
Ha. Yeah.
Phew. Finally back to normal. Oh, and did you hear? The people of the... It's said that if you write your wish on a... Have you decided on someone?
Great! Wow! Yep. Hmm? Got it. And... well...
Sure.
Bye.
Del, you hear all that? What that cry was talking about?
Yeah. Sounded...
It's easy to blame the Sanctus Church for the whole thing. But maybe not all of them were happy about it. Makes you think. I remember St. Rella looked like her heart was breaking, seeing us at death's door. Maybe she knew what was going on. Del, what do we believe in, really? Are we absolutely positive that, you know, Count Luis's vision and ours have enough in common?
I thought we were done talking about this. He's the reason we got this far. A couple of Parapus orphans. Nobody else wants us. Nobody cares about us. We'd be nothing without Count Luis.
I know, Del, but... he makes all them speeches about equality, but in the end... he's gonna leave the weak to die. I heard him talk about his ideal world, and... it sounds like a world where we'd have died alone in the dirt. No Saint Rella to save us. Is that what we're fighting for?
Too late for that kind of talk, brother. Blood on our hands either way.
Hey! What are you two doing on your own? Come join the party!
Lady Juna.
What's that look about? I know you're absolutely smitten with me, love, but you needn't be so tense about it.
Do you plan to kill Count Luis?
What are you talking about? He can't be killed anyway.
Lady Juna, I don't think your heart is with Count Luis anymore. Or maybe it never was. There's a side of you that you only show them. But us, starting to think we've never seen the real you.
Are you really so worried for Count Luis? He's the one who measures worth in power. So what would he think to hear you underestimating him?
So you don't actually work for Forden or nothing then? No ulterior motives?
I've been with Count Luis since before the race even started, haven't I? Ever since he was stripped of command.
Hey, Del.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. That's but trust me on this. I promise I'll make sure this world's got more to give you two than despair.
saw it with my own eyes. That lance gets past the king's magic. That means it can kill a candidate. They were testing it among themselves, and Lady Juna was right there with them.
You serious? How are we supposed to report that to Count Luis?
Don't worry, it's my own problem. I told you to leave the thinking to me.
You know why? And I like seeing you listening to her when you get the chance. You got arm around your heart, tell. I.
So?
What now?
Nice!
What now? Well,
I beg your pardon, but...
Yes.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
hold on.
Okay, then.
Brandon.
All right, then. All right, then. Go. Looks like the sea's settled somewhat. We've got a map of it.
Now we can leave with our minds clear and pockets full, eh?
I say we just leave them behind.
Yeah, that's...
Well, long as we've got a minute alone, as soon as we get to Altabury, we give Lou...
While I hold on to the real one.
Then, on the eve of this divine relic dedication, he doesn't know we've worked out its powers. We'll use that to our advantage. Juna, we'll need you to convince Luis to attend the...
Oh, I've been pestering him to do so for a while now. Don't want him spending the evening in his heavily...
So where is the false lance in quest?
Right here, ready to poke an eye out. Oh, what do you think?
Such detail.
When we get to Altabury, we'll pass off the fake to Luis.
Oh, by the way, I was talking with the mag...
That's not good.
Wait, footsteps.
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
Right, all present and counted? Anchors away, what?
Aye, aye, me hearties! What's wrong then? Is that not the customary exclamation of sailors?
I wouldn't believe everything he said.
'Tis a strange melancholy, leaving the people we have so recently.
We'll be back. With some fantastic...
Yes, certainly.
This is Altabury Heights. We'll...
Ah,
Oh.
Ha-ha!
With a new ally in tow, The Gauntlet Runner at last departs the island toward the eastern side of the inland sea. Their destination is the Principality of Montario. Its vast mountain crags, so different from the western terrain, can be seen clearly from the water. Their forthcoming task would be their greatest trial yet. They felt the tension rise in wordless silence.
Indeed. All right.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at Cliffshade Camp, ideal for their cover. It works both ways. Only a Gauntlet Runner offers peace of mind.
Indeed. All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It would seem that...
I guess.
So? Actually... Is that really true? Actually, I'm very happy.
Right. All right.
Farewell.
Come look at this!
The Gauntlet Runner makes a short stop in front of Colorodeo Cliff. Its massive fissure is said to be the vestige of a god's wrath, as perfectly balanced by the work of nature, or the wrath of gods extolled.
Whoa.
On guard!
What?
Speaking of... Listen!
Yes. All right.
As for me,
Bombs away!
The Gauntlet Runner stops amidst rocky terrain as twilight envelops the wilderness in darkness. The twinkling lights are not all stars. Some are the eyes of monsters peering through the dark. To await the dawn in comfort and peace is a privilege.
Now then.
Tolerance. Why, that's...
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Tis nearly time.
Got it?
All right then.
Got a sec?
Oh.
Actually, I'm very... May I?
All right. All right.
Farewell.
Nura speaking.
Before Altabury's mountains, the Gauntlet Runner sets upon the murky graveyard. During the Annex War, this land was a fierce battleground, but few honor the dead. Their spirits take no solace.
Just look at it!
Hey!
Yeah.
All right.
Hey!
That.
Hey!
Well then.
That's my fault.
Altabury Heights, capital of the Principality of Montario, the eastmost country annexed into the Kingdom of Uchronia. The mountain path leading to the city begins near the coastline, but few Gauntlet runners can contend against its steep slope. Those who complete the arduous climb are rewarded. City lights, dusted with snow, twinkle beautifully in the valley. But what awaits the party there is no reward, but their greatest trial thus far. The hour of reckoning draws near, and they steel themselves anew.
The seat of Sanctism, Altabury. Truly, I never thought I would see it in person. What is that giant structure?
The monolith. In Sanctus Scripture, they tell of how the stone was shaped by God's own hand.
It's afloat. I'd only heard rumors that it didn't touch the ground, but to see it now.
Are we finally moving again?
Just another trip for our songstress.
We're here at last.
Well done. So this is the Lance of Legend, is it?